So, Laura, your little girl, Summer, is 18 months old now.
Yes.
So what were your thoughts and feelings about breastfeeding when you were pregnant with her? Did you intend to do it? Did you like the idea?
Yes, it was something that I always assumed that I would do. I was asked about it early on, my first 12-week appointment, and yeah, it was definitely something that I wanted to do. I attended some workshops while I was still pregnant, and the message there was a lot of mums do quit because they maybe found it painful or struggled, but there was always an answer. So, you know, it was a natural thing to do, but, you know, people only quit because, you know, they weren't trying hard enough.
Or being shown properly.
Yet, Katie, the Care Quality Commission issued a report last year in which they found that 1 in 6 women were overwhelmed by the pressure to breastfeed, and then there's consequences to that. They feel guilty, they feel isolated perhaps, that they are not good enough mothers, and that Laura was saying that they are doing something wrong.
Well, as healthcare professionals, we never want a mother to feel like that, and it's really important that we're not judgmental and that we listen to mothers, hear what they're saying. Every woman is different, and every baby that they have is different, and so we need to work out with the mums, what would they like to do? How can we support them in what they want to do with their babies?
So you started out, Laura, like, yes, I'd like to try breastfeeding. How was it for you?
Well, Summer was born with a low birth weight, so she was 5'2" and dropped weight quite quickly. So we put her straight to breast, and she was too weak to latch on. So because of her her weight, the midwife gave her formula straight away. So we were sort of trying to play catch up from then on, and it took us a few days to actually breastfeed at all. And then we did sort of struggle from then.
And how did you feel at that time? Were you disappointed that it didn't happen naturally straight away? Or?
Yeah, hugely so, because you hear that, you know, it's instinct, it's natural, and that the baby, you know, I expected just to be able to do it, and I felt, you know, was there something wrong with me? Why couldn't I do it? I was in sort of, you know, a ward in the hospital for a few days. I didn't really appreciate that there were, you know, many other mums going through sort of similar experiences.
But yours got very bad because you ended up having mastitis, which then turned to an abscess. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you discover this lump. What is mastitis?
Yeah, so it starts off with a blocked duct where maybe some milk or something gets stuck, and you're supposed to be able to massage it out, but if it's not treated, it can develop into an infection called mastitis. If that isn't treated correctly, it can form an abscess, which is sort of a very, very painful.
So by this point, you were in a lot of pain.
Yes.
Why were you still trying to breastfeed?
I guess I wanted to still breastfeed. I knew that it had been a problem, like there had been problems which had caused the abscess, but I just wanted to do what was best for Summer. I almost felt, I'm ill on one hand, but also I wanted to breastfeed it.
And what about all the health professionals around you, the midwives, the health visitors, the breastfeeding, you know, experts that come in to show you? Did anybody at any point say, you know, you don't have to do this if it's painful?
No, not at all. I mean, initially I was just desperate to carry on, and they were supporting that, but I ended up having 6 abscesses over the course of 3 months, and I talked to 17 different health professionals at breastfeeding workshops, peer support groups, hospital drop-ins, helplines, etc. And at one point I was desperate to stop.
Okay.